I'm a very big fan of small crossovers. As a new buyer, or when we first bought our first car, no, that's something that I truly considered. And having bought a sedan, I kind of regret it a little bit, and that is why that has been my reason for a couple of years now. Maybe whenever I recommend someone their first car, I really wanted to recommend to them going for the subcompact crossover segment because they have a higher ground clearance, and then they also have maybe aesthetically, or you might feel that it has a more larger space compared to the other segments. So that's what you get overall: larger space, higher ground clearance, and then that's absolutely great for a country like the Philippines, right? So today, guys, uh, being that said, that's one of the most accessible segment. That is why I have a lot of questions from you, comparing, asking for comparisons, diba, on that segment. So we got a question right here from Hannah Milan from TikTok. Cherry Tiggo 2 versus Toyota Race. And then from Orlando as well, comparison of Toyota Race E CVT and Geely GX3 Pro Comfort. Today, guys, let's see if those cars that you mentioned will be featured on our top 10 today, and what are our overall thoughts as well, because today we have right here our top 10 budget cars with a subcompact crossover edition. Welcome to Project Gentleman. We are here. We love to talk about the things that help us win in life, and my goal for today is to help you decide, because I know a lot of you has been eyeing for this segment because of the things or the reasons that I mentioned. So hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to finally decide which one to go. And take note, the last one will be maybe amazing or surprising for this segment. All right. So what are you waiting for? Fasten your seatbelts. This is gonna be a great one. All right. So let's do this. Okay. So let's make this bigger. Okay. So most of these cars, by the way, have been featured here. If not, they are about to be featured. So subscribe for that. And then featured comments. Quick shout out from P underscore touch 6403. Thanks, sir. Very helpful. And then from Sunday Animates, ganda ng reviews niyo, sir. Mahirap kasi mag-decide, and help it helps po ang reviews ninyo. So it's been a great pleasure, guys, and thank you as well for all your support. So let's start with our criteria. Ano bang basehan natin on what paano ko pinili yung mga i-discuss natin today, or the top 10 that I will recommend. So first of all, of course, looks. As much as I can, not everyone on this list is parang gustong-gusto ko talaga yung looks, but at least yung presentable naman yung i-recommend ko sa inyo. Next is, ideally, we can stay on the 700,000 pesos to 1.1 million pesos na budget range natin. So features, of course, dapat pwede na rin yung tech, yung kanyang airbags, ganyan, mga cameras. So next is functionality. Dapat okay yung space, yung engine niya. Of course, yung ground clearance din. And then next is the price. Is it reasonable with what you're gonna get, di ba, for the price? Then lastly, sa mga panahon ngayon, I prefer to recommend automatic na talaga. So first, let's start with a very, like, the most affordable in this bunch. Okay, the Chang'an CS15. You only have one variant for this one. You have a DCT at 799,000 pesos. Guys, just under 800,000. Siya lang dito yung nasa 700,000 range. And guess what you're gonna have for this? Of course, isipan mo, baka tinipid yan or sobrang wala ka makukuha dyan, di ba? So let's first talk about the specs. 1.5-liter engine, guys, for the price. That's very strong. 4 cylinders pa, 16 valves. Lamang siya compared to the other competitors, di ba? Front wheel drive, yan yung torque tsaka yung power niya, with a very amazing ground clearance of 190 millimeters. So first, let's talk about the pros and cons of the Chang'an CS15. Diba? So just around 700,000, naka-automatic ka na. Diba? That's really great. 1.5-liter, 4-cylinder, strong engine. Good space. May sunroof ka pa, guys. With cruise control pa. Great for expressway. rear sensors, 17-inch two-tone alloy wheels with roof rails, power windows ka na rin, soft touch materials dun sa dashboard niya, digital instrument cluster with 7-inch touchscreen display. Now, for the cons, because we cannot complain, di ba? Yun yung price niya. But that's what you have. No Apple CarPlay. Wala rin siyang Android Auto. But good news for Android users, you have screen mirroring. Bulb taillights lang siya. Rear spoilers are too short. No second row AC vents, no second row armrest, and no second row charging ports. Then, naka-manual handbrakes lang po tayo. Then, wala pang push start button. So, yeah, medyo may sacrifices, but I think that this is gonna be great enough for a first car subcompact crossover. Next, ayan, pangmalakasan, one of the most popular, alam na natin, Toyota Rays. My most recommended variant would be the E-CVT, which is just around 841,000 pesos. Yan yung specs niya. Just 1.2 liter engine, just 3 cylinders yung kanyang makina. But yeah, you have a very high ground clearance. And of course, yung pinaka selling point ni Toyota or ni Rays, yung pinaka winning piece niya is yung kanyang under siya sa Toyota family. So reliability, you can bank on that. High ground clearance, mini SUV design, fuel efficient. May 8-inch touchscreen display ka na with 6 speakers, which is good enough. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto capable. Yung digital aircon controls niya. LED taillights pa with 16-inch monotone alloy wheels with speed sensing door locks, which was really impressive when I have a test drive with the Toyota Rays, no? Rear parking sensors as well. Yan. So, ang cons niya lang is Daihatsu platform siya. So, medyo manipis yung kanyang build quality. Then, soft tonneau cover is just for privacy. Hindi mo mapapatungan ng mga gamit. Halogen headlights, halogen fog lamps, just fabric seats. Key type, wala siyang push start button. Thick bezels yung kanang touchscreen display. So, aside from that, that's a really great option, si Toyota Rays. Next, of course, yung kanyang rival, si Kia Sonet. I like to recommend the LX Automatic, which cost 888, 100,000. Okay? Specs niya, 1.5 liter engine. Dito lamang si Sonet. Then, 4 cylinders pa. So, usapang power, you have the peace of mind with the Sonet, no? And then, it has one of the highest ground clearance as well with the segment with 205 millimeters. Yan. So like I said, then LED straight lights, parang European feel, reverse camera, rear sensors, keyless entry ka pa, diba? You have a cruise control feature, 8-inch din, gaya ni Rays na infotainment screen with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. For this variant, guys, this is in the lower end, but you have a wireless Apple CarPlay. For those who want wireless Apple CarPlay as well, I have an accessory for that. Check nyo na lang sa playlist natin, best accessories. So going back, speed sensing door locks. At this price, gaya rin ni Rays, very good. Sunglass holder, second row AC vents, and then second row USB-C ports as well with storage para sa mga phones natin. Next is the cons naman ni Kia Sonet is yung kanyang gas consumption, guys, is because mas malaki nga yung kanyang engine, di ba? And then, wala siyang hill start assist. Matte black front grille niya. No, compared lang to sa higher variant, okay? So, no DRLs, halogen headlights only, no power folding side mirrors, no roof rails, no push start button, second row seats only fold 100%, not 60-40 gaya ng ibang mga kakompetensya niya. So, that's a bit hassle pagka nagko-fold tayo ng second row. But aside from that, that's very good enough for me, especially with the looks, actually, with Sonet. So next is the Cherry Tiggo 2 Pro, okay? So I would like to recommend the 2 Pro CVT, yung kanyang top of the line na, di ba? Just 800,000, guys. Top of the line ka na. Okay? Same with Sonet, 1.5 liter engine. Sa ground clearance, medyo nasa lower spectrum, lower end of the spectrum siya with the ground clearance. But 186, that's good enough. That's better than a sedan. So high ground clearance, cruise control. Wow, that's impressive. Electronic parking brakes with auto brake hold system, great for traffic, no? Wireless charging pad ka pa, guys. Superior interior storage with center armrest. Yung kanyang cubbyhole sa gitna ng driver. Malaking space yon. 10-inch screen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto din siya. Soft touch material used sa interior. Daytime running lights. Meron siyang roof rails. Maganda rin yung kanyang, gustong-gusto ko yung 16-inch dark gray alloy wheels niya. I love it. And then rear camera, rear sensors, second row charging ports as well. So this is really great for lifestyle city driving. Cons niya lang is medyo malakas yung kanyang gas consumption. Then meron ngang Chinese brand stigma. Second row seats doesn't fold flat completely. No second row armrest, no second row AC vents. And then steel wheel niya, yung kanyang spare tires is naka steel wheels lang or donut type. Para sa akin, this is a great option. That is why no wonder a lot of people are considering this over the Toyota Race. So I hope this answers the question, no, kanina. So next is may nagre-request din about dito si Geely GX3 Pro. So I would like to recommend, again, top of the line na tayo, guys, 800,000 pesos lang. You get similar 1.5 liter engine, 4 cylinders, power then you'll have a peace of mind as well with this one, but yung kanyang ground clearance is just 165 millimeter. So medyo mababa yan. So sunroof, meron siya, cruise control, nice looking 16-inch alloy wheels, tire pressure monitoring, meron siyang roof rack, keyless entry, meron pang rear parking sensors with, meron din siyang 8-inch infotainment screen with just CarBit-Link screen mirroring. So, ayan nga, no Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, electronic climate control, and then lastly, at least meron siyang hill start assist. Sa kanyang cons, like I said, no Apple CarPlay, Android Auto for you. Isa sa mga weakness ni Geely yan. Wala rin siyang speed sensing door locks. Yung design niya, medyo, para sa akin, hindi masyadong ganun, hindi ko natripan, but at least with the white one, medyo pwede na sa akin. And then, yun nga, Chinese brand stigma, parts availability, especially in provinces, in after sales service. Si Geely is working on that right now, I know. So, yeah, for the Geely GX3 Pro. Next is the one of my favorite on this list. If I'm gonna buy on this segment, isa talaga to sa mga i-consider ko, si MG ZS. With lower variant lang, 978,000, the COM variant. But the Lux, guys, is actually, I love it, especially the white. 1.1 million din siya. But just so that meron tayong kakompetensya with the lower end segment or the price range, si MG ZS talaga yung mare-recommend ko in terms of the lower variants. Okay? Strong engine din, 1.5 liter and 4 cylinder. All right? Ground clearance is also at the lower side, but yeah, again, that's better, no? Unique tailgate latch, yung kanyang pros, guys. Gustong-gusto ko yung MG na logo na ginagamit being pang-open sa likod. Then spacious yung kanyang interior. 10-inch touchscreen display with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Napakalaki ng display niya, guys. I love it. And then LED headlight siya, cruise control meron din. Auto hold brakes with electronic parking brakes, great for traffic. Second row AC vents with rear sensors din siya, rear camera, push start button. So roof rack, hill start assist, and then 17-inch alloy wheels. Cons nga lang niya is, yun nga, monotone lang siya, which is not bad. Gaya ni Race, di ba? High second row tunnel, medyo nakaumbok yung sa likuran niya, but I don't mind. Chinese brand stigma, parts availability, and after sales as well. You might want to consider, make sure that to really ask the agents, di ba? Just in case. Next, one of the most mentioned as well, one of the most asked about when I had my affordable cars video, si GAC M-Zoom. And yes, finally, here you go, guys. I would like to recommend the lowest variant just for it's best value for money para sa akin kung in terms of base variant. Why? Because of the looks. First of all, napaka high-tech, napaka unique nung looks niya, diba? So modern na modern, futuristic, kumbaga. But the R style is, the top of the line is very Nako, I'll do my best to review that. Yung kanyang specs guys, same din, 1.5 liter 4-cylinder. So nakipagsabayan din siya sa power guys. And then 190 millimeter ground clearance. Barely 1 million lang to guys. Oh. So great design, LED headlights, taillights, meron siyang engine cover, turn signal indicators, nice door handles, mala Tesla or parang futuristic na talaga. 18-inch dark wheels, good build quality, especially yung dashboard niya, rear sensors guys, meron siya excellent interior space, semi-leather, brown and black combination siya with the interior, yung kanyang seats. I really like that. And then with support pa sa likod. Another batch of pros din niya kasi siksik din to eh. Tire pressure monitoring system, analog combined with digital instrument panel. And nga, meron siyang cruise control, 10.25-inch touchscreen display, Apple CarPlay, Android phone mirroring nga lang, wala siyang Android Auto, electronic parking brakes with auto hold brake system, electronic stability program, immobilizer, and then passive entry, passive start. Then hill start assist as well. Kaya lang sa cons natin is wala siyang second row AC vents, wala rin siyang armrest sa second row niya, then wala ring charging ports. Walang reverse camera, only 2 airbags, no Android Auto, phone mirroring lang, only 2 speakers, no wireless charging, toggle type yung kanyang gear lever, which I really prefer yung gear pang lever talaga. I'm not there yet. But high-tech, convenient din naman yun, I think. Yan. So, at least. But as a driver, sobrang lakas nito. Sobrang ganda nito as a driver. Next, ayan. So, one of the most popular then, Hyundai Creta, no? Which we did just a couple of days a review about this. But that was the top of the line. I would like to recommend yung pinaka na niya, pinaka base na automatic, which is the IVT standard. Just 1 million guys, nasa 1 million range ka lang, you can enjoy the greatness of the Creta. And yan nga, what are you getting is similar to the Sonnet's engine, 1.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, front wheel drive, yan. So ground clearance is 200. So what are you getting with the Hyundai Creta GL IVT? So first of all, good NVH because of its good build quality, no? Yan nga, this is what you pay for kasi if you're gonna go with the Creta. Sobrang solid nung gamit na bakal or yung materials used for this car, no? You can really feel it whenever you're inside. Sobrang premium. Then nga, di masyadong pumapasok sa loob yung mga noise. If you're very particular with that, obviously this is the way to go. And then meron din siyang 200 millimeter ground clearance, very high, napataas nun guys. All disc brake affair, so that's great for the braking and the safety. So stylish interior. I think ito yung pinaka favorite ko na part with Creta talaga, yung interior niya. And then wireless charging pad, cruise control. I apologize for the typo. Wala po tong lane keep assist. That was for the top of the line. Meron siyang 17-inch wheels, engine undercover, 5-year warranty or 200,000 kilometers. Very good, right? Whichever comes first. Second row armrest, second row AC vents, then second row, at least you have one USB port. Sayang, sa iba meron dalawa, but at least siya meron. Diba? So, sa cons naman guys for the Creta is fabric lang yung seats nito. No infotainment display, no Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Wala siyang screen, unfortunately. Parang yung conventional type lang na parang radio system. Then wala siyang wireless charging, only single zone climate control because dual zone yung for the top of the line. Just good enough. Monotone lang yung wheels, no cooling for the glove compartment compared then with the top of the line. Roof rails are only for aesthetic, and then lastly, donut type spare tire. But para sa akin yung what you're gonna be paying for again is yung executive look, yung dating. I'm very impressed whenever I see one, especially yung front fascia niya. Parang trip ko talaga, especially with the LED headlights. Napaka-unique niya with the city driving. Next is si Geely Coolray. I know that Geely has been working on releasing new versions of some of their models now, but habang wala pa yun, well, as of the making of this video, pag-usapan na lang natin yung current na refresh na meron sila ngayon. Okay? So that when it's there, when it's out, maybe we'll try to discuss that. But yun nga, habang nandito muna tayo, I think it's still worth considering pa rin naman yung Premium Plus variant ni Coolray. Just 1.199 million. So barely pa rin siya, tumungtong lang guys ng ating goal na bracket 1.1 million, 'di ba? So specs, still 1.5 liter four-cylinder engine, front wheel drive, and a decent amount of ground clearance at 180 millimeters. Okay? Pros natin, of course, iconic nameplate yan. Coolray yan. Yan yung para sa akin, nagpasikat ng mga crossovers talaga. Then, nagsilabasa na many companies have been upping their game in terms of this segment. Kasi ito yung isa sa nauna talaga na high-tech na mababang presyo, di ba? So, sporty look rin siya. LED headlights, LED straight taillights. Love that. 18-inch dark wheels, all disc brake affair then with roof rails, rear spoilers, reverse camera, rear sensors, rear exhaust na functional na quad pipe. Which is, I know, a lot of sporty car guys right there really like this one. Then lastly, meron siyang sunroof. Okay? Now, another batch of pros niya is leather seats, leather steering wheels din siya, push start button, 12.3-inch infotainment screen, Apple CarPlay but Android QD link lang for Android. So, auto hold brake system, hill descent control, electronic stability control, start-stop system, which automatically turns off the engine pag natigil tayo para makatipid ng gasolina. And then, automatically closes the windows upon turning off, which you can activate this feature, turn on and turn off. You can do it. But para sa akin, this is very useful. I have an experience na nakalimutan kong itaas yung windows when I left the car or turned off. So that's a very good feature that Geely put in there. That's really good. So auto rain detect then yung wipers tsaka sunroof, which is nice, right? Then customizable sound system. Then second row AC vents, second row charging ports. For your cons, no fog lights. Itong variant na to, no ADAS for this price, almost 1.2 million. With the Sonnet, yung top of the line ni Sonnet nga 1.1 million lang din, meron ng ADAS. No wireless charger ka rin. Auto hold brake function is only on the screen. A lot of the functionality na I mentioned a while ago, you can only access dun sa screen. But especially itong auto hold brake, it would have been great if there was a physical auto hold brake button. But yeah, again, Chinese brand stigma, parts availability, and after sales service, which I know and I'm hoping that Geely can really bounce back, especially dun sa pinag-usapan natin on our previous video before na worst experience ng isang Geely owner. So next, last on our top 10 is the Chery Tiggo 5X Pro. Again, I didn't rank these cars just to make it clear. I did my best to rank them according to like prices. Medyo yung range ng mga prices nila. So para sa akin at this price, 1.1 million range, naka-hybrid ka na subcompact crossover. You have a non-hybrid variant, but of course, ito na. 1.1 million, naka-hybrid ka na, diba? So, napaka-great value for money nito. Specs, still 1.5 liter four-cylinder but hybrid engine. Great power and torque. Above average ground clearance with 196 millimeters. Okay? Aside from the hybrid engine, what are the other benefits of this? Still, guys, hindi lang because hybrid siya, kahit ano na lang yung features. No, still, talagang tinadtad ng features ni Chery itong si Tiggo 5X Pro. So, excellent space, LED headlights, power sunroof, roof rails pa with 18-inch two-tone alloy wheels, great suspension because naka multi-link rear suspension po ito. I think this is the best ride quality dito sa list na to. Then exhaust accents, okay? May parang diffuser siya doon, rear sensors, reverse camera, shark fin antenna, sturdy yung kanyang tonneau cover which functional yun. You can put actual things there if you want. And then 10-year engine warranty or 1 million kilometers. So I don't know if you can reach that, but That's how Chery wanted to assure you about this new engine that they're trying to promote. And then, of course, another is 5-year car warranty or 150,000 kilometers, which is lamang din yan sa other brands. Free PMS ka pa and roadside assistance for 3 years then. Free PMS, guys, as a car owner, that's gonna be very helpful, guys. That's really a good offer by Chery. Then another batch of pros, guys, di pa tayo tapos. Meron siyang 360-degree around view monitoring, guys. Chef's kiss para sa akin, nagiging non-negotiable na sana yan. If you can lang talaga, may budget. Wireless charger, ventilated center armrest, yung kanyang compartment, you can put drinks dun sa center cubbyhole mo. Soft touch materials used on the dashboard, leather steering wheels, push start button, cruise control, electronic parking brakes, auto hold brakes, digital instrument panel, tire pressure monitoring system, which is great, guys. Great for long drives. 10.25-inch Apple CarPlay, Android Auto with 4 speakers. Second row AC vents, meron siya. Center armrest with cup holders and second row USB ports. So, di rin tinipid yung second row niya, guys. Yun nga, yung cons niya lang talaga is bob yung kanyang taillights. I don't know why, but then donut type lang yung kanyang spare tire, guys. Chinese brand stigma is always there because of yan nga sa mga Pilipino, but kudos to all of these Chinese brands because they have been really rising, especially dito sa Philippines. Yan. So there you go, guys. There you have it. Our top 10 budget car subcompact crossover edition. So I hope that this was able to help you guys. And then feel free to let me know in the comments how you will, alin dito yung favorite nyo, alin dito yung mga pinagpipilian nyo or likely na bibilhan nyo, diba? So this has been Ronnie with Project Gentleman, reminding you that kahit anong sasakyan yung pilihan nyo dito, guys, just trust in the Lord. He knows what's best for us. Samahan din natin ng sipag. Let's do our best. When we accept Jesus Christ as our Lord and Savior, that is when we truly win in life. So sana nakatulong, guys. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Ciao.